All I do is win, 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 win. Hi everybody, welcome back to day 4 of the Happy Healthy Fit Book Club. I am so excited that you're here, and for all of you that are new and you're watching today, hi, my name is Liz Nierzwicki and I am the international best-selling author of the book Happy Healthy Fit, and today we are in week 1, day 4, and today I'm going to be talking to you about setting yourself up to win. And what we're going to do is go through a worksheet that is in the back of this book, okay? So for those of you who have your book, go ahead and grab your book and let's open it up. Okay, so we're talking about goals lately. We're talking about goals. And in day 1, I actually went through the goals worksheet. Now, if you have yet to download that or have yet to receive that, you can go to liznierzwicki.com and sign up for the newsletter, and then we will email that out to you, okay? It will be included in the next newsletter that is heading out to my community, and it will be included in that along with the most recent video. So I want you to make sure that you, have your book in hand, and make sure that you fill out that goals worksheet, okay? Now, what I want to talk to you guys about today is setting yourself up to win. Now, once you fill out that goals worksheet, what you're going to do is you're going to come into the back of the book, and you're going to fill out the worksheet. It's actually worksheet in the appendix, worksheet number 2, setting yourself up to win. And so I'm going to go through this real quick with you. This one is really identifying your number 1 goal right now that you want to achieve first. It is so important for you to start getting your energy wrapped up and focus so that you can start to build some serious momentum and energy towards your goal, the one that you're trying to achieve. I'm getting distracted because there's like massive amounts of birds right now, unusual amounts of birds right now outside my window, and it keeps distracting me. So anyways, I'm gonna just focus, and they're having a heyday out there. Okay. So once you fill out the goals worksheet, what you're going to identify is your number 1 goal. What is your number 1 goal that you're going to go all in on right now? Number 2, this is critical. You've got to identify your why behind the goal. So why do you want this goal? Why is it important to you? Get really crystal clear. So get out a piece of paper and you're going to say, my number 1 goal right now is this, or open the book. Get a journal. I don't care if you don't have the book. Get a piece of paper and write this down. Number 1 goal that you are focused on right now. Number 2, what is your deepest desire about this goal? Like, what does it mean to you? What is the feeling that this is going to give to you? Maybe the feeling is like joy, or maybe it's just ease. Ease, like, ease or clarity. And focus, intention, joy. Like, what is the feeling? So those are the label. But now, how does that feel to you? Because that feeling is the number 1 thing that you need to align with on a daily basis. So right now, if you're living a life that is totally far off from your goal, and maybe your life is pretty chaotic right now and you're stressed out a lot and you're anywhere but near the feeling of clarity or ease or flow or whatever. So what your job is to do is to wake up every single morning and know what you want, know what's in store for you during that day, and then maybe sit in a meditation or a journal. Just get out a piece of paper and say, here's what I want, here's why I want what I want, and start to get into that energy and align yourself to the feeling of what it feels like, and then move on into your day. When you notice yourself getting away from that feeling, you got to do something to realign your mindset to get you back to, this is my direction, this is what I'm thinking, this is what I'm prophesying for my future, this is where I'm going, this is what it feels like, this is what I'm going to have. And even that going to have is really identifying with the lack of having. So you got to get into the energy of, I am blessed, I am abundant, this is easy, I will know exactly what it's going to be when it comes. I'm aligning to ease and flow. When I do this, I will feel this. And so you've got to chart the course, because if you're stuck in anything right now, sorry, I've got something happening. Okay, it's my cat. If you're stuck in any sort of a lack or a feeling that is anything but those things, and then maybe that feeling is your normal, it's time to find a new normal. And in the path of yoga, in the path of yoga, there is the later paths. So parts 1 are like your morals and your ethics, and then the part 3 is the poses. Part 4 is breathing. Part 5 is withdrawing your senses from things. So if you didn't have senses, sight, taste, touch, vision, okay, I said sight, tasting, touching, hearing, smelling. Those are the 5. If you did not have the 5 senses, you pretty much wouldn't have any sort of energetic feelings to align to, because you wouldn't even know. You wouldn't even know. Senses are everything. So your senses are aligned to the way you're currently living right now. You guys, hang with me here, because this is so critical for you to get this. Your senses, your sight, your sound, what you're hearing, what you're used to seeing and feeling and tasting and touching and hearing is normal to you. And so if you want to change, you've got to change what your focus is. So part 5 on the path of yoga is literally withdrawing your senses back and focusing your direction into exactly what you want. That focus comes before meditation. Meditation is being one with the thing of contemplation, becoming one with the thing that you're focusing on. And then absorption into that feeling happens. And then, boom, bliss. You start to feel it. You start to be aligned with it. You start to become one with it. That's the path of yoga. So what you have to do is get really crystal clear on the feeling that your goal is going to achieve inside of you. Like, how's it going to feel when you have the thing you want? Close your eyes and start to dream that dream. Start to think those thoughts. Like, what does the future you do? What does he or she wear? Who is she hanging out with? Who are her friends? What does she not allow? What are the things that she's focused on? Is she kind? Is she generous? If you're a guy, are you kind? Are you generous? Are you protective? Are you, like, what are you? How do you act? How do you behave? Because your concept of who you are being is everything. Because right now, you may be somebody that you don't necessarily want to be. So how does the future you act, behave, think, talk? That's what you got to align to, okay? So number 3, what specific actions are you willing to take? And I've gone through this every video so far. What are you going to do? You've got to know what you're willing to do, okay? And on this, I really want to challenge you to go a little bit bigger than what you think you need to do. Go bigger. Like, think bigger. Think of what you were willing to do, and then sit and think, is there anything else greater than this that I can do? Is there something bigger? Is there another person that maybe I can reach out to and connect to that is, or emulate, that is kind of like, how can I emulate somebody who's actually living the life that I want to be living? How can I emulate what they do? Who do I know that can help me? You really got to start to identify this and think about this. Okay, now, so let me just get really specific. Let's get nitty gritty with this. Let's say, because I'm going to keep this in regards to money. Your goal is to, maybe your goal is to make $1 million this year. That's your goal, okay? Your deepest desire with that feeling is maybe ease, freedom, comfort, security, okay? So these are 1 and 2. What's your goal? $1 million. What's the your why? The deepest desire, the feeling. It's security. It's ease. It's flow. Number 3, what specific actions am I willing to take? Okay. So you got to look at your current income, and is that going to get you there? Chances are no, because you would already be there by now. So where can you cut some expenses and start saving some money? Like maybe there's things that you're kind of leaking money that you're not utilizing, like a Netflix membership or even a Spotify or things like that. Maybe you haven't even looked at your home internet costs for a while, and you can lower that or even get rid of it. Or your home phone or your home cable, because maybe you don't watch TV. Okay, so identify that, and then identify some other ways that you can make money. Like, what are some things, but here's the key, what are some things you want to do? What do you want to do? Like for me, I want to be in real estate more. So I actually want to buy properties and eventually have commercial properties. And so another thing that I do is day trading outside of my businesses. So these are these are what energize me. These are what make me excited to learn more about. These pull me forward into a networking event where I get to meet people and get out of my comfort zone because I want to do this thing. So what are you willing to do? What calls you? What's driving you? What's kind of like one of the things that's pulling you forward? And now, when, where, and how are you going to take these actions? When are you going to do this? When are you going to go to a new networking event? When are you going to maybe go in and sit down and look at your expenses? When are you going to go in and apply for a new job because you've got the weekends off and really you could spend some time doing something else? When are you going to sit down and plan out your maybe a 3-month writing schedule to write the memoir that you've always wanted to write? When are you going to, what else is there? Like sit down and write a business plan for your new business. Like when are you going to do these things? Get really specific. When, where, and how are you going to do it? All right, number 5. This is huge. What is the biggest obstacle that is going to get in the way of you doing number 4? Your when, where, and how. What is the biggest obstacle? So maybe it's children. Maybe it's, I don't know. Like maybe, other than kids, I don't know anything else that could get in the way. Okay, maybe it could be like these would be like everyday things that would really truly get in the way. Not really truly like unexpected things like, you know, it rains a lot and you got to deal with flooding or something like that. Like those are like true emergencies, but what normal everyday behaviors are going to get in the way? Maybe you cannot work in your house because you need it to be clean. That's an obstacle. You need to figure out your way around it. And maybe that means going, leaving your house and going somewhere else, going to a library. Maybe that means hiring a cleaner on Friday so that Saturday mornings when you want to wake up and write your novel, your house is clean and you don't even have to think about it. Like what's going to get in your way? So get really crystal clear and identify the obstacles that are going to get in your way. All right, number 6, what will you do when the obstacle arises? What are you going to do? You know, like if it is your children, then let's say you wake up early and your goal is to wake up at like 5:30 or 6 every day and to start writing for like an hour and a half. But what if your kid wakes up early all of a sudden and it disrupts your day? What are you going to do in that scenario? When are you going to revisit your schedule, revisit that chapter? What can you do so that it does not completely throw you off? Okay. Another way to apply this is I want to just go back to the beginning of this, and I want to talk about this in terms of fitness, okay? Setting yourself up to win. Let's say your goal is to lose 50 pounds this summer, right now, right here. Goal, 50 pounds. What is your deepest desire and your why? Maybe your deepest desire is because you're sick and tired of being sluggish or tired. Maybe you're tired of your heavy clothes and you just want to feel more fit and feel more confident in your skin. That's your why. And so you need to put something in front of you that makes you inspired, like a vision board. Put something in front of you that inspires you and pulls forth that why from you every single day so that you're motivated to take the action. Number 3, what specific action are you willing to take? Okay, so we're gonna look at your calendar and you're gonna identify your days. What do your days look like? I would say, with the Figure Fit program, I tell my members there's 3 workouts. If you can't find 3 hours in your schedule, there's something wrong. Like, I had somebody yesterday tell me they don't have the motivation that I have. And I go, for 3 hours of workouts? And she kind of laughed because she realized how insidious that statement was. She's like, I guess I do go to the gym. I guess I just don't have them. And she was like talking herself into a hole. I guess I just don't have the motivation to lift weights. And I go, yeah, you do. And she's like, I do the treadmill and the elliptical. I said, you can't just do that because osteoporosis is the breakdown of your bones. And if you're not lifting weights, you're not supporting your bone structure. And your muscles are the only thing that moves your skeletal frame around. So if you're not building muscles, then you're actually not helping yourself. You're probably, in fact, giving yourself osteoporosis. So you need to lift weights. And if you need help, you know where to go, figurefitlife.com. So, I was just really trying to encourage her. I'm like, yes, you do have the time. And if what you're doing right now is not yielding the results that you want, then it's not working. The definition of insanity is doing the exact same over and over and over and over and over and expecting a different result. If it's not getting you what you want, you need to change it up. You need to drastically change what you're doing and get out of your comfort zone, get uncomfortable, and do something different. Okay? So, number 4, for a fitness person, when, where, and how are you going to do this new thing? So let's take that specific example. So, at the end of our conversation, she was like, all right, maybe I do need to start lifting weights. I'm like, you absolutely do. It's not a maybe, it's a must. Okay, so instead of the next time going to the gym, maybe get on the elliptical for 10 minutes to warm up, but then download the Figure Fit workout so you know what to do, and then go do the weightlifting sequence that you get with the Figure Fit program. And makes it easy. She's already going to the gym. All she has to do is watch the videos before she goes to the gym that day in the first week, because the first week is the only week you have to really watch the videos. The next week, number 2, you may have to revisit a move or 2, but week 3, you've done this before 2 times, you know what you're doing. All you got to do is show up and do the moves, okay? Number 5, what is the biggest obstacle that's going to get in the way of fitness? It might be being tired. It may be you didn't sleep good the night before. It may be something comes up with work. So what are you going to do in that scenario? It might even be this. You forget your clothes and you always go to the gym immediately after work. What are you going to do if that obstacle arises? Okay, if you're thinking ahead, then you could pack an extra bag every single week and have it in your car. Always. So it's there, no excuses, okay? Number 6, what will I do when this obstacle arises? I already kind of mentioned that. Let me give you a couple other examples for this. Okay. My son's basketball, what is likely to come up this week that's gonna throw me off of my workouts? My kids' basketball games may tempt me to eat the pizza that they're selling. Example, my meeting may run late, causing me to miss my workout on Wednesday. These are very real examples. Okay, for number 1, I will eat before the basketball game, and I I will put gum in my mouth when I am at the basketball game so that I will remind myself that I do not really want to eat that pizza. Perfect. Trick your brain. Make little tricks to help yourself win. Okay, second one. Let's say the meeting runs late and you don't get that workout in. I will walk that night. I'm gonna walk for a minimum of 20 minutes. Or actually this is what it says. I will walk for a minimum of 20 minutes that morning, just in case my meeting that night runs late. I will at least gotten some sort of activity in that day. Cool, I like that one. I wrote that. It's been a long time. All right, hold up. And then also on top of that, if I do miss my workout that day, I can make it up on Saturday morning when my schedule is free. And I promise myself that I will get it done. Awesome, I love it. All right, another thing that you can do is set up your calendar on your iPhone or on your phone. You can set reminders at like 4:45 at night before you're getting off of work to have a pre-workout shake to fuel your body so that you're not famished come 5:30 when it's time to start working out, because oftentimes that's what trips people up. They're so hungry they'd rather go eat than go work out. So you gotta set yourself up to win. You gotta plan. I always tell my clients, take a, let me take this off. Hold on. I always tell my clients to take a, one of our Figure Fit shaker cups and fill it up before you go. Where is it? I don't even know where oh, there it is. Fill it up before you go to work that day. Put your stuff in it or just get it ready to go. And when you're ready to shake it up, drink it, 4:45. And by the time you roll up to the gym, it's 5:30. That's had 45 minutes to digest. And you're ready to rock your workout. And you have fueled yourself appropriately. Okay? So you guys, that's it. That's all I got for today. This is set yourself up to win. Now, if you have any questions, any of your own ways that you do this on your own, I want to hear about it. So post it below in this video. Make sure to tag a friend, share this. And today on this video, for anybody who shares it, I'm going to add your name to an entry. And at the end of this week, I'm going to draw a name for an entry into our 90-day transformation with Figure Fit. You can learn more about that at figurefitlife.com/90-day. And that is the Figure Fit 90-day transformation, responsible for massive changes in people's habits, their nutrition protocol. You know, it's a little bit different. I have a lady, her name is Marcia, and you can see her before and after on my page. She didn't even do the workouts. She did strictly the nutrition for 3 months. And then like another one, like Steve, if you have yet to see his transformation, or Rebecca, or Anne. So Anne was a marathon runner, and she chose the Figure Fit workouts for cross training. And by doing these, she worked her anaerobic energy system, and she shaved off 10 minutes from her marathon time, because these work your body's energy, your first and second energy system, your anaerobic, which is your ATP, and your glycolytic systems, which makes your energy convert to fuel faster. And therefore, she went from being an oxidative runner to a body that is now trained in the anaerobic system, which means her body started to convert energy or fuel, you know, like stored body fat or even the food in her body, to fuel faster. That's what happens with the Figure Fit workouts. Your metabolism gets higher. Your body starts to convert the fuel faster. Okay, it's just incredible. So that's exactly what high intense interval training and having muscle on your body will do. And that's what the Figure Fit workouts are all about, is anaerobic training, high intense intervals, and strength training. That's why there's only 3 in 1 week. In your off days, I ask you to do yoga, or I ask you to walk or something like that, but you can't do Figure Fit workout every single day of the week. Think about like a workout of the day, the WOD of a CrossFit gym. That's a lot like what Figure Fit is, but it is more focused. Sorry, I just had a reminder come in, but it's more focused and it's more full body comprehensive, like it's gonna work your full body in one workout. We do target some muscle groups in each of the workouts, so at the end of the week you're getting a workout over the course of the week, you're getting a workout for your full body. So like I said, you know, you can start with the food, you can start with the workouts. Let's say you're stressed out beyond measure and you really shouldn't do high intense interval training right now, then you can start with the yoga and the nutrition. But really, it's important to know what you want, set yourself up to win, and start, all right? So this is week 1, the Happy Healthy Fit Book Club. I am Liz Nierzwicki, and I am so beyond grateful that you are here. You guys, a couple things. If you're not yet subscribed to the Figure Fit podcast, go ahead and subscribe to that. That's all about like health, nutrition. I do interviews on that podcast, and I also have another podcast called Heavenly Mind, and that one is all about keeping your mind focused on the positive, keeping it heavenly. You know, the Bible says in Philippians 4:8, think about things that are positive, lovely, pure, optimistic, and it is very easy to get pessimistic and negative. The brain has a bias to look at things that are wrong and try to fix it. So I believe it's a choice to choose to be optimistic and to believe in yourself and to believe in your life. And to have a heavenly mind equals having a heavenly mind, heavenly life. And so subscribe to that one. And if you haven't yet listened to either one of them, just give them a listen and let me know what you think. You can always review the podcast. That means the world to a podcaster. And honestly, your reviews do really, truly help every podcast that you do review. So if you have yet, if you're a raving fan, if you listen to that regularly and you have yet to review it, please go ahead and do that. That really significantly helps the podcast. And you guys, I will be back tomorrow with another episode of the Figure Fit Happy Healthy Fit Book Club, and I'm so grateful for you. Thank you so much for being here. And again, thanks for sharing these videos and inviting your friends to join you in this book club. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.